Hello, my YouTube friends. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that y'all have been doing well. This is only my third video, but I'm pretty excited about it. I actually just came up with a whole bunch of topics today to talk to y'all about, and this is going to be one that's up at the top of the list and doesn't have a lot to do with anxiety itself, but it is something that is at the roots of it, and I think that it is a good subject. So, without further ado, today we're going to be talking about the expenses of being healthy, like whether that be having healthy food and having to spend extra money on stuff that is healthy rather than cheaper food that is unhealthy, or whether that is spending more money to be able to exercise in the wintertime when it's cold, like having a membership to your local YMCA, which is always super expensive, and things like that. It's not easy or convenient to be healthy anymore, which is really sad. Like, for instance, like cranberry juice, something that should be super healthy isn't, because they load it down with sugar, they add other additives, preservatives, colors to it, when you could just be having something much more healthy. There's a lot of, um, good things that eating healthy and exercise can do to your body and make you feel good. When you feel good, your mind operates the way that it should, and there's much less anxiety. And exercise, as it is, occupies your mind, and the way that we work as humans. For instance, when you're having an anxiety attack, it's hard to do anything else. Um, you can't think about anything else but what's bothering you, the racing thoughts. You can't do anything properly, like even answer a math question while you're having an anxiety attack or a panic attack. It is terrible. But if you're working out or you're exercising, you're putting your thought into that, and it's harder for you to have an anxiety attack at that point because, oh, there's something floating across the fish tank. This is so cool, getting to talk to y'all and watch my fish at the same time. So, while you're exercising, it's hard to focus on or concentrate on or let your mind drift to something that would trigger an anxiety attack. So, exercising in general is not only good for your body, it's good for your mind. So, that is something I've been trying to do a lot more of. But right now, I can't do very much bike riding because outside it is not conducive. It is snowy. Well, the snow is melted, but it's just too cold to go bike riding. So I have been inside. But the average cost of some type of healthy juice or fruits, vegetables, things like that, if you want to eat that stuff constantly, you will be paying a lot more than you would be paying on non-healthy food like soda or French fries, things that are unhealthy. If you want to go out and buy spinach and healthy items to cook, it ends up costing you a lot more, which seems really odd to me. So I was thinking about something. I cannot do it at the moment because I rent where I live, but I would eventually like to have a garden, so like I could grow things that are healthy, have cherry trees. Cherries have been proven to attribute to heart health and a lot of other great things, cardiovascular health, like just your blood vessels in general, and blood pressure health. It is great. I was reading some stuff the other day about just straight cherry juice with no additives to it. I think 8 ounces a day, it said, after a month would lower your blood pressure by 7 points average, which is really, really cool. Also, we'd be able to grow my own garlic. There are lots of good things that garlic does. It is supposedly the most super food that you can get as far as herbs go. And plus, if you cook it right, it tastes yummy. It doesn't taste too good by itself, but I would be willing to suffer for good health. So, but there are lots of things that I would like to do to be healthy, But like I said, it costs a lot of money, even to make a garden, and have to the upkeep on that versus being just going to McDonald's. It just seems so much easier, which is, I don't know, terrible. But I am definitely looking forward to um, doing things to be healthier so I feel better. And when you feel better, your spirit feels better. So, also, there have been a lot of times in my life where I've had the opportunity to be healthier, which, for instance, drinking more water. I worked as a deckhand on a tugboat for about a year, and during that time, I was drinking so much water to keep myself from dehydrating that, as a not really a side effect, but as a a plus to drinking so much water, I lost a bunch of weight. I was felt great and looked a lot better, obviously because losing the weight. I went from about 240 pounds to 210 pounds, maybe, something like that. And it's really just because of water. I stopped drinking soda because it made me feel like garbage, especially working out in the heat. And literally quit drinking sugary drinks, went to drinking water, at least probably, I would say, 2 gallons or more a day. It was probably even more than that. Some days, maybe 3 gallons. It was really hot out there, so I was losing a lot through sweat. And I just felt great. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that if I would have been at that point in time drinking more soda and unhealthy things, I would have not have lasted at that job. I'd have had to quit because I'd have felt so bad. But the water made a difference. But when it comes to water, even, it's cheaper to buy filtered water versus natural spring water. The filtered water still has active, like, cleaning ingredients in the water, like kind of like bleach. It's almost like just basically chlorine water sometimes. And honestly, I don't know who wouldn't rather have natural spring water as opposed to water that has already been drank before and been peed out and filtered again into drinkable, supposed drinkable water, which it is drinkable and ain't gonna kill you, but it's not as nowhere near as good for you as spring water, which costs more. So I just rather not spend a whole bunch of money. So I think what I'm going to do is start a garden at some point in the springtime, let y'all know how that goes. And I think that's the best way to do it. I wish that eating healthy and being healthy was a lot cheaper, but that's just how it is. So, anyways, that was more of a rant than a video of something productive, but it is something that it makes life a lot harder, especially when it comes to being healthy, because health isn't convenient anymore. It's more convenient to go to a drive-through and things like that. I think that's an issue. I think that people should be excited about growing an apple tree in the yard or getting a juicer to make their own apple juice or own whatever type of juice, turning a few different ingredients like spinach and apples and pineapples and whatever into a drink, and want that more than they want to drink a Pepsi, which I like Pepsi a whole bunch, especially cherry Pepsi, but that stuff is not good for you at all, and I'm going to do my best to stay away from that. Not just for the not just to, walk the walk for the channel, but to actually feel better myself. So, anyways, as always, y'all like and subscribe, and have a great day. God bless.